this computer. Okay. All right. Hi, guys. We'll officially record now. So it is Tuesday, June 18th. Welcome to Team Talk Tuesday. So before I started the recording, we were just talking about how running your business in the summer is really hard. And so we kind of want to just talk about that and how to make that work and how to kind of work around that, because our schedules are all different. Kids are out of school. We're traveling. You know, there's this lackadaisical mindset for most people in the summer because it's summer vacation. And I think that's really challenging for people to kind of keep running their business and keep doing stuff because they're just not in their normal routine. And so I kind of want to, since Stacy and AC, you guys are the only ones on, kind of talk a little bit about that. And Stacy, you've experienced it the last couple of years. But is there something that you've done to kind of keep yourself consistent and motivated through those summer months with all the changes?
It's hard.
It is. And it's
very hard.
Real.
Yeah. It was even harder when the kids were still in school, you know, because when they're out for summer, you know, it's, even though I still worked, it's just, I don't know, it's just hard in the summertime, and people are busy and don't have time to do calls because they're on vacation or their kids are playing t-ball, and it's really hard to get new customers in the summertime.
Yeah. So how have you, because last summer you grew a lot, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think so.
So what were some, how did you kind of like,
now you're going to ask me, and I can't even remember what I did yesterday.
I know. I was just going to say that too. I was like, you probably can't remember because I don't remember what happened last summer either.
Right.
So, okay. So
probably Teamsy. I would say it was Teamsy because I started that like last spring. Isn't that when we started it?
Yeah. Like
probably
almost,
like April.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, right after conference.
Right. And that's probably why.
Oh,
because I started doing
that.
Yep.
I like that. Okay, so good. So Teamsy helps you stay consistent, gives you something to do every day.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah, last week I noticed my thing was like this, and the week before I had done 100% every day, and I'm like, oh, that is not acceptable. I have got to get 100% this week.
I love that.
My line needs to be straight across.
I love that. Aisa, if you have not used Teamsy yet, we'll get you set up with it. I think it's really important to try it.
Yes.
I had been resistant to it for a while because I don't like to fail at things, and because I found myself failing at Teamsy. And so I was like, well, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it because I couldn't hit 100%. I would forget to log in some days, and I was just mad. And so I didn't want to do it. But I realized that it's such a good tool, and by me not doing it, I'm preventing all of you guys from not doing it. And I can't do that as a leader. So I know that it will help grow my business, but more importantly, it's going to help you guys grow yours. So I need to do it so I can help you guys do it. Yeah. So we'll get yours set up, Aisa. It's like a little assistant. You log in, it tells you who to talk to, who to reach out to, and not just about Juice Plus, but just having conversations. Like I think Stacy was saying on the call a couple weeks ago that, you know, it's not about reaching out to somebody for the purpose of Juice Plus, just for engaging in a conversation. Yep. And that leads to other things, because then they start to ask you questions, or they start to see you pop up more on social media. And so it just opens doors for you. So it's a great way to just kind of keep those conversations going.
Awesome. And it reminds you who to go back and
follow up with,
reach out to. Yeah. And you can set a reminder like for tomorrow or 2 days or 4 days or a week or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, or you can put a custom date in there of when you want to reach back out to those people. If they say, you know, now's not really a good time, but check back with me in a month, then you can put that in your Teamsy to remind you to go back, because I don't know how many times I've been scrolling and I'm like, I was supposed to talk to that person like a year ago and I never did.
I know. That totally happens to me too. Awesome. So Teamsy is a great one to keep us on track this summer, and just in general too. I know something that I'm trying to do this summer, and we talked about this last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, but is events. So I'm planning a couple events this summer that I need to get my butt on because it's already summer, but because it's something for me to invite people to. So I'm going to be doing a yoga in the park, like a free yoga in the park thing. And it's more of like a healthy living revolution event than it is like a Juice Plus event. But just to build community and maybe meet some new people. So I'm going to outsource the yoga because I obviously don't teach yoga. And I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to like, you know, post it on some of the, you know, local mom blogs. And I'm going to just have people kind of spread the word. So I'm going to do that. We're going to do a couple team building events. So we're going to do some fun stuff with our team locally, just for fun, but also so people can see the community. I feel like I've really failed my side of the team the last year because I was pregnant and like not able to do so many things that like I felt like I let that community vibe kind of crumble a little bit because I was just like home nursing a baby. Like, so I'm really trying to like get that back, which would be good. But having events keeps momentum going, and it always has something for you to invite to, and it doesn't let you slack off. So whether it's a salad in a jar party, I think it's really important to commit to hosting an event. It can be small, it can be big. It doesn't have to be anything amazing, but commit to doing it and really following through on it, because that's going to keep you doing stuff and keep you in the business. So that way, once fall comes around, it's not going to be so hard to like, get back in the groove, you know, because we've all been there. It's like going back to school. You're like, I need a nap. Like, I mean, it's the worst. It's the worst. But you know, just the consistency piece is going to be so important for all of us. You know, when we're not consistent, things don't grow. And it's important to remember too, and this is why I really do like Teamsy, is that I'll come out at the end of the day and not feel successful because I feel like I haven't worked my business that day. But then I look at my day and I realize that I had like 3 or 4 conversations with new people that I'm sure I'm going to see again. And I have to remind myself that that's a really big win, because the whole purpose of what we're doing is obviously to share Juice Plus, but to create more relationships with people. And so even if you don't, like Aisa, for example, like say you go to the park and you have a conversation with the mom and you're just chit-chatting just about kids running around or something like that, and you guys part ways, and you might be like, I should have shared Juice Plus with her. But no, you shouldn't, because you're trying to just build relationships. And I guarantee you, you're probably going to see that mom again. And next time you see her, you guys might chat again. Maybe you'll get numbers this time and schedule a play date. Like, you just never know. So just kind of always reminding yourself that the consistency comes with not just talking about Juice Plus and sharing, but always just trying to get out there and build your network of people. Just remember, we're just like dumping people into our funnel. This is our funnel. We're just like dumping people into it. And that's one of the easiest things I think to do in the summer, is just meet people and dump people in that funnel. And if we can just keep doing that, then we're going to do a good job of what we need to do. But again, just the consistency of it is going to be really, really important.
I learned something. I'm doing Teamsy University, and the boot camp, I guess I should say, the boot camp. And they said it takes 7 to 10 reach outs to get a customer or whatever. So don't get discouraged if after 2, 3, 4 times you get the silent treatment. They ghost you and don't even respond.
Yeah. That's happened to me a million times.
Oh, yeah.
And it's happened to me a million times. And then people have actually reached out to me like a year later and been like, hey, do you still do that Juice Plus thing?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, of course I do. You see my social media. But, you know, but I'm like very gracious, and I'm like, I do. And that's when they're like, well, you know, I was kind of interested in learning a little bit more, or like, you know, there's something. So, and reach outs doesn't necessarily mean like, hey, can you get on a call? Hey, did you get my email? Hey, you know what I mean? It can just be like, and I'll just send people a message. Like if I haven't heard from anybody for a while, or they're like kind of ghosting me, I just like drop Juice Plus altogether and just send them a message. And I'm like, hey, what'd you guys do this weekend? Then just start engaging them again. You know what I mean? Because just you engaging with them, like they know you do Juice Plus. They know that you've shared the product with them. So just engaging with them is like a reach out. It's a reminder that like, hey, I'm here. You know that I know that you know that I've got something for you. So, you know, so somebody does start ghosting you, like, you know, maybe wait a couple days and be like, hey, what are you up to this weekend? What are you doing? Like we should totally grab a drink. We should totally grab coffee, a play date. Like, you know, how was whatever, your vacation, just change the subject and just get them to re-engage and just kind of remind them that you have a relationship first and that you're not just trying to reach out to them about Juice Plus. Just love on them, shine on them, all that good stuff. I'm trying to think if there's any other like tips for that summer slump. Lean on your upline. I mean, that's going to be so super huge. It doesn't have to be your upline, but lean on somebody. Kelsey's my person, and I have had like the last like 10 days just been struggling because I haven't been doing the right activity. And because I haven't been doing the right activity, I've been kind of like stuck in my business for the last week. And then that makes me like anxious and depressed. And I know that, I 100% know that. And I know that I need to change my activity to change my behavior. But, I said to her, I was like, I'm like really struggling. I'm like really frustrated. I'm like, I just feel like I'm not, like, I don't have any prospects, like nobody's doing anything. Like I just had these like, things. And Kelsey was like, get it together, girl. Get what you need to do, go out and do it, and your person will know what you need to hear. But you need to lean on that person, and you need to communicate with them and share with them how you're feeling. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling excited, if you're feeling motivated, because that's the whole point of our community, is to lean on each other. And if we're not meant to do this business alone, and we need that support. So we can help each other get out of those slumps. But for those of you who have heard, you may be kind of familiar with her, Mitra Ray. She always says about playing chess. I will play chess with anybody that wants to play, but the playing chess means that it's two people playing a game. So I make a move, you make a move. I make a move, you make a move. If I'm the only one making moves and I'm the only one reaching out to somebody and they're not reaching back out to me, there's no game to be played. So just remember that for those of you who are listening to the recording, like it's really, really, really important that you guys are reaching out to your upline and they're not just reaching out to you, because there's a lot of people in our organization, and it's, if you're not playing chess, they can't waste their, not only say waste their time, but it's important, right? Like they're going to work with people who are interested in working. And so you have to communicate on a daily basis, share how you're feeling, let them help you, let them move you through whatever you're feeling, whether it's frustrated, stuck, excited and motivated, like move us through that together to move us into the action that we need to be doing. That's all I got today. Do you guys, how are you guys feeling about things going into summer? What's Stacey, how are you feeling about your business going into summer?
May was good. June's kind of it's starting that. So yeah, I have several people on I need to follow up with. I think there's 18 people in my follow-up column, so nice. I need to get on that.
That's good. I would love to have 18 people to follow up with. I should log into Teamsy and see that.
Right. I'll add you to it, and then we can have a competition going on.
Have one event. Yeah. So Rach, we were talking about that before you got on, is a way to keep you moving through that summer slump is to set up events. And I've set some up locally, as much as, if you guys know me, like I hate events. And I will tell you it's because the Washington, D.C. area is a hard area to get people to show up to for events. But like it can happen. I just have to do it right. And so I've resisted events for so long because, and I'm talking events like where I like host and invite, or like plan something and invite people. But I was like, I have to do it because I've just got to do it. So one of the big things to kind of move you through any slump is to plan it, commit to planning an event and following through on it, because that way you have something to invite people to, you've got something that you're working towards, and it keeps your momentum going because you've got this like impending deadline, right? You've got this event, like you have to do something. So making sure you kind of have them one after another just to kind of keep you moving through it. And that's going to keep your mojo going. Aisa, how are you feeling about this summer? You've got big plans this summer? Are you guys like on vacation a lot? Like what are you guys doing this summer?
Sorry, it's muted.
Right.
No, we don't have a lot of vacations. We just got back from Orlando. I did feel like I was trying to, like, I would get like a message or I would try to send a message and then like I would get distracted doing family stuff. And I typically like, I'll try not to be on my phone just so I can give the family like,
Yeah,
quality attention.
of course.
So that like threw me off this weekend a bit where I was like getting questions and I'm like, oh, I gotta answer this question, but then we'd be going somewhere or something like that. But
Yeah.
so far, we haven't planned like any more vacations. I know Rachel has talked to me about events too, so I'll definitely talk more to her about that.
Yeah.
But nothing in getting ready for school. Like I actually just got an email on Sunday that I got accepted back into school. So I'll be like
Yay.
trying to work and get ready for that.
That's
So
exciting.
it's the next half of my year is looking pretty busy.
Yeah.
Working.
That's good though. I really think that some of the most successful people in this business are the busiest ones. With idle time, I feel like we don't use well. Like when I'm bored, I don't do as well. So, and you think about all the new people you're going to meet at school too. Whether you're working in groups with people, like whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be exposed to even more people, which is really cool.
Well, right now I'll be going online. Like I'm going full online, but my daughter's going to school, so I'm hoping that'll be a way for me to like meet moms too.
Yeah.
Um,
But you
because
you
right
may,
now,
because I've done online classes before, and you still sometimes get put in like groups or like sometimes they might be like a Facebook cohort. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you can just get exposed to more people, which is good.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, and Selena starting school is going to be huge for you. I mean, that's going to be a game changer because it's going to open up a whole slew of people for you to community for you, which is going to be really nice.
For sure. I mean, I think the only obstacle that I would have that I'm like having to prepare for is that here, like it's in the area that I'm in, like you see people like Herbalife is like the stomping grounds because I do live in a more Hispanic like community. Like I live in Miami, so here it's like Hispanic Central.
Yeah.
So and that's what they typically like use. And that is kind of where I'm like, okay, this is my challenge, but that's okay. I'm gonna find a way to, because I was even talking about it with my family this weekend. Because my cousin, I had told him about it, his wife, and he's like, oh, that's like Herbalife. And I was like, no, it's not like Herbalife.
Yeah.
And so, like, but that's typically what the Hispanic community knows.
Right,
Um,
right. So I wouldn't look at it as much as, and maybe we could just kind of shift your mindset a little bit to, instead of thinking about it as a challenge, as more of an opportunity, because you and I mean, we all know what Herbalife is. And like, what a great opportunity for you to like blow their mind with something so much better, right? And like knock the socks off their pants with like nutrition for their kids and a plan that's sustainable and products that don't have chemicals in them. Like, so if we can maybe like shift your mindset a little bit from it being a challenge to being like, to almost excite you, where somebody is like, oh, Herbalife, you can be like so excited to be like, let me tell you why it's not like Herbalife and why it's better. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, let me tell you, and like, I mean, from a business perspective, like Herbalife business is a hard business to do. It is a big buy-in. Like there's so many, like it's such a great opportunity for you to introduce something, a better way to them, a better way for health.
yeah, because even like when we were talking this weekend, I'm like, honestly, for me, what I love about Juice Plus, aside from, of course, like its health benefits and and the research behind it and so on, I'm like, look, I'm a simple person, and it's such a simple product, and that's really what drew my attention was, okay, it's these capsules that have all these fruits and veggies in like tiny little capsules. I don't have to sit there and chop fruits and vegetables. I don't have to like it's just boom, two of each and I'm set. And even with the shakes, like I did Herbalife for some time, and it's like you have to take a tea and the aloe and this and the multivitamins and this and that. And there was so much stuff. I'm like, look, I'm a simple person. Just keep it simple for me. And
Yeah.
that's honestly one of the things that drew my attention so much to the Juice Plus products.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, which is awesome. So yeah, so you're gonna find people that know all about Herbalife, but just think about how the awesome opportunity that you have to show them a better way. And just keep saying that in your brain. And I think it'll like make you more excited almost to encounter people that have done Herbalife instead of being like, oh God, another person that's done Herbalife and I have to explain to them. You know what I mean? Kind of just shift that mindset and almost say it as like an affirmation. Like, I'm so excited to give people the opportunity to find a better way. You know, if you can kind of say that to yourself, you'll really start to, I mean, that's what affirmations are for. You'll start to believe it, you know, and it'll make you excited when somebody says something about Herbalife. You're going to be like, yes, my chance, my opportunity, I'm in. Awesome. Well, I think that summer is going to be really, really good. I think that again, so and then one more thing that we all have to do is like set Teamsy events, communication with your upline or your person, whoever your person is, but showing up. And that means showing up for yourself. It means showing up to team calls. And I know that not everybody can get on, and that's okay, but I think that we really do. And I mean, that's like the nice thing about our business is that like you don't always have to do things, but you know, we want people on these calls. We want the community. So, you know, really trying to make a point that if you aren't, you know, engaged in something like you have a dinner or like a concert or, you know, you're not out doing something, that you really try and show up to the team calls. It's important for you guys. It's important for our team culture because we don't all live in the same place. And it keeps that momentum going. You know what I mean? It kind of keeps you in the loop. So showing up, but you're also showing up for yourself, right? Like, this is your business. You don't have to come to these calls, but it benefits your business. And I think your momentum to do it. So wanting to show up for yourself, you know, and just showing up for yourself every day. Like if you say that you're going to do something, like you say you're going to send out 5 messages a day, like stick to your guns and do it. Like don't let yourself off the hook. And if you think that you might, then message your person, message your upline and tell them what your goal is that day so that they can help hold you accountable. Because Rachel says, I love our calls. They give me life. Yeah, it is, right? I know, me too. Like I was supposed to go to a concert with Mike tonight and I like actually didn't want to go. He booked it like 7 months ago. And I didn't realize it was on a Tuesday. And I was like, no, like I've got team call on Tuesdays. I was like, I am not missing this call. And so conveniently, I couldn't find a babysitter. So Mike had to take his friend to the concert. But I was like really happy because even though there's a small number of people on here, like this is really important to me, is our team and our calls. So, you know, just trying to make it a little bit of a priority, you know, setting a reminder in your phone. You know, there's some people that are on consistently, but just, you know, trying to make a little bit more of an effort because that's really going to help you guys through the summer. It really is. Okay, so we're at 9:30. I'll let you guys go. I love you guys. Thanks for getting on. If you're listening to the recording, I love you. I hope I see your shining faces next week. All right, you guys.